Hey, Brad Staggs here in the ToolSkool workshop with yet another really cool tool from Rockler. You know, gluing, it's one of those things that we do in the shop, and usually if you're like me, you end up putting a little glue on and using the best tool that's around, of course, your finger to spread that out. Now, a couple of problems with this. Obviously, glue's not going to kill you, but you know, you got to end up wiping your fingers off, and generally it ends up getting on just about everything else. Rockler thought of everything. This is a really neat little device. This is from Rockler. This is their glue spreading tool, and it has a paddle on one end. It also has these little silicone bristles on the other. Now, let me show you how cool this is. Put a little glue on our workpiece here. And with the silicone bristles, yep, they do pretty much what you'd think they do. They do a great job at spreading the glue out. All right, so that's pretty obvious, and it does do a good job. Now, the paddle end, of course, if you have, let's say, a mortise that you got to get glue into, this is great for spreading that glue into there. Now, I've also found that it works if you have a tough spot to get that glue into. You can put a little glue on the end of the paddle, and you got a little bit of time there before it falls off. You can get it into a tight spot, something like that. And again, it's good for spreading it around. Here's the really neat part about this tool. Now, if you've ever used an old paintbrush to glue with, you know that if you don't clean that paintbrush out immediately, you're in big trouble. This is the one I just used, but here is one that I literally used to glue with about 4 weeks ago. We're just going to see how well that glue pops right out of those silicone bristles. And look at that. It does. I was wondering if this was going to work. Look at that. It comes completely clean, so you now have bristles. There's a little chunk right there. And literally, like I said, this was sitting in this brush for the last 4 to 5 weeks. That is completely clean. Here's the brush I just used. Here's the brush I just cleaned. That speaks volumes, doesn't it? Not a bad little tool to have in the shop. You're going to save your fingers. You're going to save the finish on something if you just painted it, so you're not going to get it all over your fingers and all over that project. What a great little invention from Rockler, their silicone gluing brush. Thumbs up. You need one of these.